Okay, so we're on Google Hangouts Air, we're broadcasting on YouTube. We're just gonna recap the day real quick. And the reason I started this, the reason I want to do this, is this man right here, Bobbydust, Josh Macias. Bobbydust, introduce yourself to everybody. Hi.
Yo, what's up? It's Bobbydust, baby. You already know it's your neighborhood homeboy. You know what I'm talking about?
Watch us live. I'm on Snapchat as SBG01. Snapchat,
Nothing.
Snapchat nothing because you don't got one. On Instagram, I'm Jay Macias80.
Nothing.
On Facebook, I'm Joey Macias.
On Facebook, I'm Bobbydust.
And on YouTube, where you can find us is Joey Macias. This is the channel. Our first video was the Hermano Macias brothers. This is who we are. So, let me ask you something. Because I asked the guys this and they didn't make it clear. There's this hip hop artist known as Future. Is he from Atlanta?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so he's from Atlanta. All right. Did he date or have a kid with Sierra?
Yeah, I think he's having a kid with Sierra. Yes.
Okay, well, Sierra's married to Russell Wilson.
Yes.
All right. During pregame warm-ups and during the cutaways, the halftimes or whatever, the DJ, I think his name is DJ Envy for Atlanta, said he was gonna play nothing but Future tracks. And the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons said, "Dog, don't do that." But the DJ's like, "Well, I don't work for you. I work for the Falcons, the stadium, so I won't play it." So this ain't the first time they've done it to Russell Wilson. Like last year in Carolina, they played it during the pregame, but this time they played it throughout the game. Seahawks lost. Do you think that had any effect on them?
Nope.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
But
they lost though.
Yeah, they did lose. But they lost because of the shit that happened on the field, not what happened, what they were listening to.
But you think that wouldn't aggravate Russell Wilson?
No, it wouldn't.
Mistakes?
No, it wouldn't. Because as a quarterback, not as a football player, not as a person, as a quarterback, nothing should be in your mind other than what's going on the field and what's going to happen on the field.
So you think the pressure, like your brother, apparently the guy that doesn't watch any football said pressure. He was drunk all day. He said pressure, and the Falcons did provide pressure.
Yeah, because the Atlanta Falcons defense were getting hot. They were.
What would you call the Atlanta Falcons defense? They're the Redbirds, but they don't have a cool nickname. What would you call them? Like you call them the Red?
I don't want to fucking label as a fucking nickname. It's just like
would you call them the Red Sea? Because they part niggas' ways?
No, I would just call them a fucking defense. A good defense.
A good defense?
A good defense.
Because
if they
have good enough defense to beat the Packers or the Cowboys?
Depends.
Well, no. It's either yes, they have a good enough defense.
It depends.
All right. Because scenario one, it's the Packers.
It's the Packers?
Yeah.
They're going to be a defense to be controlled, but not to achieve.
All right. What about the Cowboys?
The Cowboys, they're going to be a defense to be along. Because the defense of the offense of the Cowboys, they're going to handle the defense of Atlanta, but it's going to be a tough game for that offense. Going for the offense of the Packers, it's going to be a stable, equal fucking line. Because as the Atlanta Falcons defense going towards the Green Bay, it's going to be an even set. Not going up the secondary. It's just going up the line.
All right. Now, to get off of football real quick, President Obama, he's signing a lot of laws into effect, like executive orders. One executive order that he did sign, I've always thought of this, not to be cruel, because we're all Latinos, we all stick to each other. But my theory is, say if a Mexican or a Central American, they risk everything. They travel thousands of miles. They risk being eaten by animals because the jungle's still rare.
Oh, they've been doing it for years.
They risk illness. They risk starvation. They risk everything.
Just put it as a simple point: risking their life.
All right. So they risk their life, but if they cross the Rio Grande and come in here, they're considered an immigrant. They're considered a nuisance, right? Cuba, they swim 90 miles. It's still dangerous, They're still crossing the line, but as soon as they reach Florida, there's a law known as wet foot, dry foot.
Yeah.
So as soon as they hit Florida, they're given asylum. Not to disrespect any of my Cuban brethren, because what they're going through is harsh because of Castro. We know how it really is down there. Whatever picture America or the news wants to paint about Cuba, we know how it is down there.
Yes.
All right. But President Obama got rid of that law. He signed that law into effect. I, for one, am happy because of that. One reason. A, what's the difference of a Mexican American or a Central American crossing the river, being a wet foot and in our land, and he's a nuisance, and somebody who travels 90 miles and is a wet foot, but yet he's given asylum. Still Latino, still from a different country.
Yeah.
All right. So that's why I'm glad, because, like, hey, second one I'm glad as an American is like, hey, we're starting to see we can't just let everybody in. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
I understand that. That's the part I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's the question?
No, not my question. My question is to you. Well, to you is, what do you feel about that? What do you feel about? Because I know we have Dominican family. We have Caribbean family. We have Cuban family. We have Dominican family. Do you think that's fair? Because, hey, we're Mexican American. If any of, like, most of the time, our two families, our uncle and our dad got here legally.
Yeah.
But yet people call us wetbacks.
Illegally, but did paperwork legally.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay, but either way.
Our uncles that came here.
But either way. However they got here, they are seen as the problem.
The only thing.
Why are Mexicans and Central Americans seen as the problem? Well, when Cubans do it, they're seen as refugees, but they're doing the exact same thing.
Because not going by culture, it's going by history. The thing with the Cubans is because who was leader. That's the whole shit about my opinion about it was because of the leader. Because the leader did more things than the president of Mexico ever did. Not just because how he's running the country. It's because how he connected with other countries outside of his island. That's the whole thing about it. And now that we can actually regulate to make them as immigrants, after he died, that's when everything was changing.
So that's what I'm saying.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you just said.
But because he died.
Yeah, but like you said, we have tried to regulate them. That's why I'm happy about that. Because now, I mean, just speaking as an American.
It's now we can actually regulate that, but actually make them understand what they are. It's different because, the communists and everything like that, whatever they were going through. But we were doing shit with Fidel Castro before this time. We had a compromise. We had situation we talked about with Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro was smoking cigars with Nixon.
That's what I'm saying. But do you think Fidel was just like a real motherfucker, like a tougher dude?
He was the realest motherfucker. He was the realest
like his brother. Well, like, you think his brother's just shaking the coattails?
No, his brother is barely coming in from wherever he left off.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think?
But his brother is not going to be the same shoes that Fidel had.
Like,
he could put on the shoes, but he cannot walk the
same with that. Same with that. The president of Venezuela, Chavez, passed away. Just because Chavez passed away, do you think the president?
Chavez was a different dude.
Do you think the president of Venezuela has the balls to do like Chavez did?
May have the balls, but not the same mentality.
All right.
Because the same thing that Chavez and Fidel, but there's a difference. Chavez had the same mind state and wanted to do the same thing. Wanted to have the fucking same shoes as Fidel. But the thing is, Chavez was Chavez. Fidel was Fidel.
Fidel, do you think Fidel, because he actually went through war?
He went through war, helped the war, and had his own war within the same shit.
You know who went to war with Fidel Castro?
Who?
Ted Cruz's dad.
Okay.
Senator Ted Cruz. No,
who came up?
Senator. Well, I'm
No,
just
but who came up?
Castro.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just a little point right there. You know, Senator Cruz did come up.
Okay.
All right. Another
But
recap of the week. Rockets are 2 games led. Like, what do you think, bro? Lost 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Just like, any thoughts? Any thoughts?
No thoughts.
Around, like,
It's just
like I was mentioning this.
It's a game. They came close, but the thing is, we're a different team from last year.
No, but I was
We're a different team from last year because we're like the Milwaukee Bucks. How we lost? How much we lost?
Timberwolves.
Like the Timberwolves or whatever. No, it was Milwaukee Bucks. The last game.
No, the last game we lost to
It was Milwaukee Bucks or whoever it was.
Right.
But still, going off the 2 pictures of this year and last year, how much did we lose? By 5 points.
Yeah.
Last year we lost probably like by 20.
Yeah.
So it's only going by we're building up our bench. We still have Harden. We still have Ariza. We still have veterans. But the organization is trying to build up as a young team.
Yeah.
But still, it's changed because we realize we cannot do it as a franchise team.
Yeah.
That was the thing, like how we did with Steve Francis. We focused on only a couple people.
Well, just to say that also, but like also that I've noticed, but a lot of people have noticed, between February and March, Houston, doesn't matter what era, you can take it all the way into the championship era, the 94 era. We are the most traveled team always between February and March. We play the most games. We play the most back-to-back games.
Because
Why do you think that is? Because because we're in the Central and we can make more money?
It's not making more money. It's because we're in the Central. We have to go out of town. We cannot stay in town because we already got several teams, San Antonio and Dallas. But see, San Antonio and Dallas have been big names. We are big names.
We were the first franchise to bring an NBA title to Texas, though.
Yeah. But we weren't the first franchise to put big money on good players. After that. Because we only stayed with so many, and then we just fell apart. That's why so many years within that 94, 95 era, we never put our focus on good players.
Now you're saying from this year to last year. You know what I noticed from this year from last year? Last year, let it be Harden, let it be Curry, let it be Ariza. Sometimes a player would go off and make a good-ass play and, like, dunk it or shoot it in front of the team. The bench would just be chilling there just looking at it last year.
Yeah.
This year, the bench is up, throwing towels, high-fiving each other.
Because we're finding our team.
No, but do you think
we're finding our team?
Because
last year it was about players.
Yeah.
Last year was about players.
Let me get to that. Because even though he's all smiles, happy-go-lucky, young, handsome, athletic.
What the fuck about his look?
Dwight Howard was on our team last year.
No.
That's how people saw it. You didn't see that, like, camaraderie. Now that he's gone, do you really think that one player changes the locker room?
Yes.
How so?
Because it was about that one player. Because we had Dwight Howard, it was type of the franchise. We tried to make a triangle last year.
Yeah.
This year, we're trying to make a team.
Okay.
And see, last year we still have some.
Still
had some of the bench.
But do you think because James and Dwight Howard butted heads, the rest of the team was like, man, I don't know who to root for. I don't know who to.
No, it was not about.
Because this year.
No.
Because
the thing was, it was not about who to root for. It was about who to connect with. If they weren't connecting, we're not connecting as one.
And do you think they're connected this year? Even though like with last 2 losses?
We are.
Okay, cool. So
why do you think we're only losing by a couple points?
Okay.
Not a landslide.
All right.
And Look how we did with.
And like I said, we are traveling a lot, so I think like when we play back to back around this time, we have to give our guys a couple of credits because like it's a wear and tear league. It is a wear and tear league.
Exactly.
As far as going on in our city, talking about Houston or whatever, a lot of parties coming up. What do you see about the city? Like as you work on Lucky's downtown, Lucky's in the Heights. By the way, Lucky's in the Heights is a bar. Bobbydust works there. If you're coming to Houston, come check him out. Look, ESPN like signed with a contract with you guys, right?
Yeah, we have a contract with Lucky's, but mostly it's with downtown. But as Super Bowl week, now weekend, we have shows going on ESPN.
Okay, cool.
Like Mike and Mike in the morning, it's going to be at Lucky's downtown. Hopefully, if things go right, but things don't connect, we're going to take it to our bar at Lucky's Pub Heights.
A lot of things are going around that area, man. Like the BBA Compass, like the Dynamo Backer training camp, we drafted a kid from Hartford University. He's actually from London.
Not even that. That we actually picked up, the Colombians that we actually picked up, the other Europeans that we picked up. We're trying to get names.
Yeah, not just football. Like our football team's out of it, but our basketball team's hot. I can watch that. Dynamo are gonna be like coming up here sooner or later. You know who's making like good,
not even, dude,
but like you
have to think about baseball, right?
But you know who's making good waves in soccer, football, soccer. That's not giving a lot of praise. Carrie Lloyd, dude. Carrie Lloyd got named here female player of the year, and she plays for the Dash, the Houston Dash. The Houston Dash. What do you think about the female league? Like
female league, it's building up.
We got some badass players, dog. From Canada, we got Brazilians, we got Mexicans, we got Carly Lloyd.
We even got USA Olympic players on our team. And that's good. But it's in the beginning stages. It's in the beginning stages.
Well, let me tell you like this.
It's female soccer, and it's coming to Houston. That's why we got the.
Well, let me tell you like this, Bobbydust. We don't have a team. We're gonna root for all the teams. You know, we're trying to make this like a weekly thing, guys. We will recap the week or whatever. Do you want to go watch Houston Dashes and do play-by-play for the Houston Dashes just in the stadium?
Yeah, why not?
All right, so there you go. Bobbydust and Joey coming to you soon. We're going to try to figure it out.
It's not because they're a female team. No, it's a Houston team.
Let me ask you this. Now that, like, athletes are becoming athletes or whatever, do you think that the term female soccer, the term female boxer, the term female MMA fighter should go away? So should it just be, hey, she's a soccer player, she's a fighter, she's an MMA fighter? Because the thing I feel that should go away because that stigma of like, oh, she can hit hard for a girl, she can kickball for a girl. If you still have that tie, like, oh, this is female soccer, this is female MMA. You think that should go away?
No.
Why not?
We should just have that same title because I'm not saying female is not better than a man.
Yeah.
It's just a different type of game. Because there's going to be a female that's going to probably kick ass in boxing, but she can't kick ass in a man's boxing ring.
But there has been fights where man against female in the same weight class 2 times, and the female has come out points-wise. Points-wise. She did not go do that one. Both times the female came out winning points.
But did all women?
Not all women.
Not all women. Exactly. So I'm not trying to make it a divide game or divide league or divide separation where it has to be man and woman. It's just let them have their own thing.
Okay.
It's their own thing. Like
so,
the UFC, like the UFC.
Like when we root for the Dash, like we're gonna try to do that.
Yeah.
We're gonna take that. Like our schedules have to work out. Bobbydust works at night. I'm figuring out my schedule because I work part-time or whatever, delivery service, podcasting, doing the streaming. So if we go do a game or whatever, are we good? I'm not gonna see it as I'm watching females play. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm watching the Dash in this soccer league.
My Houston team
in this league.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yes.
You're not saying I'm not watching females. I'm watching the league.
My team
in this league. I'm watching this female fight in this league.
Exactly.
I'm
not trying to separate it that they can't be as good as the Houston Dynamo.
Yeah.
It's the organization that we have 2 different types of teams.
Okay.
because the females, one female can probably be better than Ching. They could probably be better than
Davis,
anybody. They could probably be better.
By the way, Brian Ching, Davis, they both play for the U.S. national team. They both retired. Definitely jerseys. Thank you.
Respect.
2 stars. 2 stars on the Houston Dynamo because of Davis and Brian. Thank you for everything. All right, so cool. So that's just what I'm talking about. Now, as far as like talking about overall topics or whatever, do you know the name Daniel Suarez?
It's familiar.
All right. Daniel Suarez last year won the Mexican version of the NASCAR Cup. There's different leagues. There's different leagues. So like, there's
there's a Daniel Suarez in baseball.
Yeah.
There's a Daniel Suarez in something.
Okay, well there's the Truck Series, there's the Nationwide Series, which is the minor league, and then there's the Sprint Series. But I think they got different sponsors, so they'll change it up. It used to be known as the Winston Cup. You could actually go to NASCAR events and actually get free cigarettes from Winston. But that's why they got different sponsors, because they don't want to smoke, whatever. But he's 25. He's NASA. De Monterrey, Nuevo León.
Man.
He drives for Joe Gibbs Racing.
Okay.
All right. Before Carlos Montoya came from Formula One and tried to drive NASCAR. Won some races, did good points, but he never won NASCAR.
Yeah.
The thing that I like about Carlos Montoya, he was Colombian, he was Latino, he's up in the leagues. But one thing he said, he's like, he wants the first Latino to win NASCAR. Daniel Suarez, he's trying to make the pole on NASCAR for the Daytona 500. We want to root for the Mexicans, but we're Mexican American.
Yeah.
I have a statement. Would you want a Latino to win, or would you want a Latino American to win, to be the first driver to win?
Don't give a fuck who wins. If you're south of the border and you win, I'm rooting for you.
All right. And do you think it's weird that NASCAR puts their Super Bowl, or basically their championship, the first race of the league? But like Daytona 500, they make it a big deal.
What?
It's like their Super Bowl. But why do you think that's always why? I don't know. I've never understood why they put the Super Bowl that's the first championship race in the league.
Well, I'm not saying it's tradition, dude. It's to show where is everybody at
from the beginning.
From the beginning,
all right.
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different world on NASCAR. But the thing is, with NASCAR, as how they've been doing it for years, that first season or how they do it in the first cup is to show where everybody's at.
So that's why the Super Bowl is at the beginning?
Exactly.
Okay. Quick shout out. I don't know if you know this, Josh. As far as us generation, like there is generations, like they always call it the Silver Age, the Gold Age, and one age in professional wrestling, they call it the Attitude Era or whatever. I guess for our generation, like switching over, Dale Earnhardt Sr., the Intimidator, he was like Dad's era, like going to our era, and then Dale Earnhardt Jr. and those guys brought Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards. That's our era. We had one of those greats retire this week, dude. Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards made NASCAR cool. I don't care what the other drivers did. Tony Stewart did his thing. Jeff Gordon did his thing. Definitely, Junior did his thing, whatever. But to make it look cool, I think Carl Edwards did it because he had Under Armour when Under Armour was first coming out. If y'all don't know who Carl Edwards is, he's the NASCAR driver. Every time he won a race, he's the guy that went on top of his car and did a fucking backflip.
Okay.
All right. Well, he's 35. Got over 25 victories in this cup. 75 as far as NASCAR driving. He's in the top 4 ranking as minor league. But he never got into a major accident, but he just, like I said, he cheered up. But he's just walking away healthy, dog. He's just retired.
Why not?
Well, do you think collision sports, NASCAR, football, let's just put rugby, because rugby is coming back up in the United States. Yes, rugby in the UK, rugby in Australia. If any of those players, like say we have a breakout star, we're getting into rugby. We'll get that into later as far as we talk about recap the week or whatever. But just with football, we've heard it with NASCAR now, Probably in baseball, we're hearing soon. You never know. Guys retiring early or in their prime. Do you have a problem with that?
Fuck no.
Like if a guy plays 2 years and retires.
Let him retire.
What about Carl? How do you feel about Carl Edwards? Because like that's kind of our generation of race car drivers. Like Jeff Gordon,
It's his body. It's his mentality. Dude, if he's set or if he just feels like, dude, fuck it. Because the thing is, once he leaves, no one comes in. I'm not going to hate that he's going to retire. I wish he probably can do more because that's what everybody wants to strive for. But, dude, not everybody is him. Not everybody's in that state. Not everybody's in that sport. But, dude, if he feels it's your time, fuck it. Fuck it. Go ahead.
now,
Dude,
like,
live your life. Because, like, the thing is, they're still a human being. They want to do something more. Okay, yeah, probably there's some people that like NASCAR is my life. I got to keep going. Or they're trying to strive. I got to win this. I got to win that. I have to get this. I have to get that. But there's probably some people that are just down to earth. It's like, dude, I've done this. I won a couple games. I won a couple races. I won a couple cups. Why do I have to do more? I'm a human being. Why not just fucking chill, relax, have the money I save, have the money I'm getting, and fucking chill, do what I wanted to do, and fucking do my family or do whatever I wanted to do, and chill out. It's a human being instinct.
all right.
You know, it's their opinion. Who gives a fuck?
So nowadays, as more information is coming out, Marvin's coming out to go to another sport, a guy that had another milestone or same collision sport, like we're going to hockey. Alexander Ovechkin scored his 1,000 points.
1,000 points.
Yeah, okay. So Alexander's been with the Capitals. He's given them division championships. Nothing, great to smile about. But he's on 1,000 points. Like I just found out, I looked it up. Hockey's been around since 1906 as far as the NHL.
Yeah.
You know how many cats from 1906 to now have done the 1,000 points club?
Not a lot.
84, dog.
Not a lot.
84. That's literally 100 years and like not even a dude per year. He did it. So it's something to applaud about. Yamir Yager's still playing, but just like because I'm gonna transition into something that's hometown. A guy plays his heart out. He plays for the franchise. He does everything he can. Puts them in the playoffs. Scores 1,000 points, but doesn't win the ring.
But the thing is, he played the game. Gives a fuck if he didn't win. Dan Marino. Look at Dan Marino. He played the fucking game. He set records. He did his thing. He didn't get a fucking bowl, but still he played the game. But he left like a champ. That's the only difference that people don't want to see. He gives a fuck what I did or what I put or what I made the stands for. As long as I left the champ and playing the game, I'm fucking good.
Let me talk to you about hometown. Now we're transitioning. A guy that can't even raise his right arm to pick up his own daughters.
Bagwell,
Number 5. He's on the ballot for Hall of Fame. He's on the Hall of Fame.
man,
Should he get in?
he should have been in. He should have been in before fucking Biggio. And Biggio got invited. He should have been in before that motherfucker. My opinion. But dude,
Now,
who gives a fuck if he didn't win he won a pennant.
he won a pennant.
He won a pennant.
With one arm.
One arm.
But basically
Exactly.
one arm. Basically,
Still,
by that time, it was
who
just
gives a
going on
fuck?
bone.
The thing is, they go back to that human instinct. I played the game. I played with a known team. I've made records. I've made hits.
And
I've made fucking history with games that I've knocked the fucking ball out to make a
a lot of in '94, a lot of people thought he was gonna sell out and probably go back to Boston or New
Who gives a
York.
fuck?
But
Let him
money.
go to Boston.
No, but he stayed with Houston. He stayed
Yeah.
with Houston for a lot less money.
But see,
So what does that say about Jeff Bagwell?
Jeff Bagwell, it's gonna be a legend no matter what.
He's got 2. That's why it's a statue outside the stadium.
Exactly. But it doesn't matter who the player is or what they've done. Yeah, what they've done. I give them that. But dude, it's like fucking Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done records. He's done plays. He's done history. and left to Tennessee.
He's,
He left to Tennessee.
even when he retired, he was still number 9 in receiving yards.
Exactly. But I want to come back to retire as a Texan.
Yeah.
Cool. But dude, it goes back to the same thing and the same basics. What they went into the game for, to play the game. Fuck it if I didn't win a ring. Fuck it if I didn't get no fucking statue. Fuck it if I didn't get the results that I wanted. But still, I made my name for myself. I made history. I did what I had to do, and I played the game.
Come back to that. If you don't know, this game that we just saw with Atlanta and the Seahawks, it might have been the last game of the Georgia Dome, depending on how the next tomorrow's game goes, because they're building a stadium. It looks pretty awesome. But the way they built it, we saw it on TV. It looks pretty awesome right next door. So they're gonna tear it down. This past week, the last regular season game, they want to do like, I think Atlanta Falcons are 50 years old. So when they do the top 50 players, Michael Vick got a standing ovation, 60,000
He
plus.
should. Anytime. Gives a fuck about what he did in the side. Michael Vick is a fucking Hall of Famer. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. Even though it's gonna take years and people are gonna forget what he did on the side, but he's a Hall of Famer no matter what. Even being with the Eagles, even being with Atlanta. Michael Vick is a Hall of Famer to the T.
Do you think he reinvented the position of quarterback?
Yes.
Because
Not reinvented, but he put the scale to a higher point.
yeah, because they used to say a scrambling quarterback, but I think after Michael Vick came, it wasn't scramble. I think it was a tool.
Yes.
I think it became a tool, and then different guys started they didn't try to see it in every quarterback, but every quarterback that used to run if they could do it well, they would get next to it. Like Colin Kaepernick to the Niners to the Super Bowl. Russell Wilson to Seattle to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think because of Michael Vick doing that, because before it stay in the pocket.
Yeah.
Randall the scramble, Randall Cunningham, he did it, and he can only do it successfully.
Is he back before Michael Vick?
There
It was all about the arm.
Yeah, but when Randall the scramble, Randall Cunningham did it, he had an arm, but when he didn't run out the pocket, that kind of changed the game too. And Steve Young ran out the pocket too. But I think
Did he do 30 plus yards?
sometimes.
No, he never did.
But
I never went 30. Steve Young never went 30. Michael Vick has done 30 plus yards on a scramble. That's the difference where he put that scale higher. Because Michael Vick has done more 30 plus yards and score, or make a first down, or just to get out of the pocket. He's done 30 plus. But that's the difference of Michael Vick. He had the speed. He had the knowledge. He had the opening to look, fuck, I can't do this shit. Fuck it, do it on my own.
So,
but he was the definition of a quarterback because he put it on his back.
And you think that's why he got standing ovation?
Yes.
And that you think that no matter what we hear about Bagwell in his retirement, when he comes back to the stadium, when he comes back to fanfares, is that why he gets standing ovation?
Always. He has to.
Now, do you think Lloyd, 2-time female player of the year, if she stays with the Dash doesn't stay in the Dynamo, do you think she deserves that?
Has to.
Has to. All right.
Has to.
So hard work and dedication gets you everywhere.
Everywhere.
How about the mayorship?
The mayorship is different.
Really?
Yes.
We saw Booker T. Booker T, hard work, dedication got him to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He's trying to go for being a mayor.
It's not the game. It's not the game.
All right.
Standing ovation for the years, WCW, WWE, whatever we were doing.
Yeah.
Standing ovation.
Yeah. Hall of Famer got today.
Exactly.
Got today.
But where he's going to now, where he's trying to push, it's a different fucking game.
So he doesn't. Do you think as a mayor he shouldn't do it?
He should. Fuck it. Arnold Schwarzenegger, a fucking actor.
Yeah.
Got to California.
Trump, a reality actor, got to the
fucking president.
So why not professional wrestlers?
Exactly. But the thing is, what I know about Booker T, he's done a lot for the city.
That's true.
Put money into the city, put stores in the city, bring the city to the top. Even if he was with his fucking brother, he did a lot. But it's a different game. That's the whole thing. I'll probably stand up and applaud. But the thing is, dude, if you have something That's not my opinion of running a city or being a mayor. That's where it comes down to. If you can flip or fucking do a body slam or do the fucking your fucking maneuver on another politician to run, yeah, fuck it. But dude, it's politics.
Well,
It's more than the fucking entertainment. It's more than.
Do you think you have to be smart like Jesse Ventura was smart? Because Jesse Ventura was a Navy SEAL and he became governor.
See, Mr. Ventura. Mr. Ventura did his research, did his work, did his learning, did his education before he ran. That was his shit. But see, he was more into it.
Well, Booker T said 2020, so he's got like a.
Yeah, he probably has time. But the thing is Mr. Ventura did his shit while he was working. He learned his shit before he knew he was going to retire. He knew what he wanted to do, and he knew where he wanted to represent. Booker T is probably just going like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah, that's good.
Because he didn't learn while he was wrestling. He didn't learn while he was retired. He didn't learn while he's.
But I think the product of Booker T running is the product of gentrification coming into Houston, and he's taking the stand like, hey, this ain't the city I grew up in. You're not gonna push my neighborhood, my fellow citizens out.
And I get on that.
You know what I'm saying? But that's like, hey, President Obama said like, hey, if you don't like the politician, you don't like the policies, get on a clipboard, get some signatures, run for the offices.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. And I do give him that. But the thing is, he is finding that out late.
Late? You think so?
He's finding that out late.
All right.
Because, one, he was traveling, he was doing shows, he was promoting shit, he's doing fucking whatever that metric felt like, ooh, that's like that. He was doing small shit.
All right.
So whoever opened his mind or whoever pushed him to that or whatever the thing is was like, you know what? Fuck that shit. I want my Houston to be my Houston. It came at a late time. Yeah. Because like Mr.
Late time, like a new brewery coming in, because there's a lot of craft breweries around the city.
What the fuck does brewery have to do with politics?
I'm just saying.
What the fuck does brewery have to do with politics?
I'm just saying.
Because they're going to drink more, they're going to be politics?
No, I'm just saying there's been craft brewery here for about, 5-10 years?
Yeah, because it's coming up. Right. Because we found out that we can make our own industry as an independent.
That's what I'm saying. But if someone comes from another state and comes into the taps in, are they late or are they just taking advantage of the situation?
Taking advantage.
Do you think Booker T's taking advantage of the situation? Right. Because he's pissed off about gentrification and so are other neighborhoods?
Yeah, well, it's not taking advantage.
All
right.
We will.
It's not taking advantage.
Yeah, I'm playing.
I'm about to play beer pong.
All right.
It's not taking advantage. It's just stepping into the play.
All right. Well, we've covered a lot of topics. As you can see, Daryl, let's go bring us in. We're going to get into a fucking beer pong tournament.
I'm fucked up.
That's Bobbydust. I'm Jolie. We're the Hermanos Macias brothers. We're going to try to recap every week. We went through a lot. City's coming up. Super Bowl's coming up. We're going to throw every party.
Yeah, what he said, but
we're going to recap next week.
I'm fucked up.
If you don't know,
I had a great time at my fucking Christmas party. I scared all the bosses.
If you don't know,
my coworker had to drive me home.
Okay, man.
They stole my keys. And there was bitches that were trying to hop on his dick. But because they wanted to drive me home, I missed out.
All right, bro. We're going to shut it off.
But
get this beer pong tournament off. Thank you, YouTube.
real
quick before we go out.
I'm going to get it.
Your handles.
I'm going to get that pussy.
Wait, hold on. Bobbydust, your handles. Where can people find you?
There's a bitch that she's bisexual, and I'm going to turn her ass out.
Turn her ass out. It's Bobbydust. You can find me on Facebook as Bobbydust. I don't have all that Instagram. I don't do that shit because I'm not a faggot. But anyways,
as an old school playground, we accept everybody
who watches that. Faggot. Like, you understand my fucking term. No fucking correction. No fucking PC. I'm not a faggot. I don't fucking Snapchat shit like that. I'm not a faggot. But anyways, you understand me. I'm on Facebook. I'm Bobbydust. You already know it's my brother Joey Macias. And if you want to fucking see me live, I'm at Lucky's Pub Heights, bartending and bar backing like a real man.
Any days, so they see you like on Tuesdays or Wednesdays?
Man, Thursday through Monday, I'm there. That's it.
Wednesday nights is like music night, right?
Yeah, Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights. Tuesday, you got your steak night. Wednesday, you got your dollar tacos.
Live music.
All right.
So that's how we did it. We recapped the week. We're gonna keep on doing this every week when we get to each other. You know, somebody just needs to wake up, hit. But we'll do it like we say. We'll do it for tomorrow's games. We'll recap the week, and we'll next Saturday when me and Bobbydust get together. We're gonna have a list of topics, and like we did, we're just gonna run it down and give each other opinion. Hit us up in our opinion. Hit me back on my page. Like I said, we're on Google Hangouts on air, and we're on YouTube on Joey Macias. But YouTube runs late. That's why I don't see anybody's comments. But if you got any questions, at dungjoey.com, jmacias@hotmail.com, SB01 on Snapchat, at Waiting for a Win on Twitter.
Hey, watch out for Gentlemen on a Budget, homie.
That's right. That's right.
That comic, man.
We're going to find this comic right now. This is Gentlemen on a Budget presents Sports Recap. Ronald Macias Brothers. We'll see y'all later, man. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Peace.